Some end up in privately run illegal accommodation. We have found such a house with 5 young women who have escaped their employers' clutches. A 20-hour working day was the norm. They were given no wages and hardly anything to eat. They have no money to pay back what their families owe the recruitment agents, so they are afraid to return to Ethiopia. Now they are marooned in Dubai. They wish to remain anonymous for fear of the police. If they are caught in a raid, they will go to prison.
እና መሰራው ብዙ ስራ ነው ምግብ ማበስላለሁ ቤት ማጠዳለሁ ልጅም አለ ደግሞ ልጅም መጠበቃል እና በቃ ሌላ ነገር ነው የሚፈልገው ደግሞ የማይሰጠኝም የነበረው ምክንያት ከኔ ጋር ሌላ ነገር ስለሚፈልግ ደሞዜን ከልክሎኝ ነበር ያው ይመጣ ነበር ማርቤት ድረስ ይመጣ ልጆቹ ይተኛሉ ጧት ነው የሚነሳው እሱ ቀድሟቸው መተኛበት ድረስ ይመጣል በቃ በመሰራበት ቦታ ይሄዳል እየተከተለኝ ነው የሚሄደው ሶስትነሳ ብቻ ነው የሚያቆመው ስራ ጫና ታረገብኝ ነበር ትቆጣኝ ነበር እሱ ሲኖር ምንም ነገር አትለኝም ትፈራዋለች እሱ ሲወጣ ግን ስራ ታበዛብኛለች ትቆጣኛለች አዎ ምንስቶር ሙሉ ጠባቂ ይሰጠኛል ብዬ ነበር ደሞዜን አልሰጠኝም ሰው እስካገኝ ነበር የሚያስጠፋኝ ሰው በአጋጣሚ ልጅ ስልክ አግኝቼ ሰው ስልክ ሳገኝ ቀጥታ
ለፈለጓቸው ስለሚያደርጉ የሚከራከርላቸው መንግስት ስለ እንደ ባሪያ አገዛዝ የድሮ ባሪያ አገዛዝ አለ አይደል እንደዛ አድርገው ያዙት ሰራ የነበረው ነው ካምቤት አረቤት እና ባልና ሚስቶች ናቸው 5 ልጆች ያላቸው እና ቤቱ ስራ ይበዛብኛል እና ማለት ሴትዮዋ ማዳይ በጣም ተቃናለች በጣም ነው የምትቀናው ምግብ በጣም ተከለከለኝ ነበር ልብስ አለባበስ ላይ በጣም ተጽዕኖ ታሳድርብኛለች ልክ እንደዚሁ እንደለበስኩ ነው ሶስተኛው ነገር ደግሞ በያዝ እስር ቤት በሽታ አለ በሽተኛውን ጤነኛውን ማብረው ቀላቅለው ነው የሚያስሩት
Human rights organizations estimate that there are 400 runaway housemaids in Dubai's prison outside the city gates. Young women who have not fulfilled their contracts. Once they are caught, they're put behind bars, even if they have run away for being maltreated or raped. Housemaids have no chance of discrediting the statements of their employers. Only those with a valid return ticket are set free and packed off to their home countries. So far, the powers that be in Dubai have stubbornly refused to concede housemaids even minimal rights of protection.
ያቺ ልጅ በጣም ጓደኛዬ ናት ደውላኔ ጋር ማለት ኬት እንድናቀርብላት ምን እንደምንላት ስትነግረኝ ያለው በሽተኛ ከጤነኛ ጋር አንድ ላይ ነው የታሰረው እና የሚደፈረው ነገር እንዴት ነው ደግሞ ፖሊሶች ናቸው ብዙ ጊዜ እንጂ እስረኛ ወንድና ሴት የተለያየ ነው አንድ ቦታ ላይ ይታሰራል ብዙ ጊዜ ጠባቂዎች ናቸው እሱ ላይ ያደርጉ የሚችሉት እና በቃ የቅርብ የሆነች ልጅ ናት ይሄንን ነገር ኤችአይቪ በሽተኛ አለ ተላላፊ በሽተኛዎች አለ አሁን በመንግስት በህግ ደረጃ ብታይ በአለም አቀፍ ደረጃ በሽተኛ ከጤነኛ ጋር አብሮ መታሰር የለበት ምን እኔ ነው
Although their little jobs hardly paid enough for them to keep body and soul together, the women collected clothes and money for a plane ticket to get their friend out of prison. Back in Ethiopia, to pay the placement agents, most families sell off land or livestock. Others borrow money at extortionate interest rates. Then one day, their daughters are back in Addis Ababa, up to their ears in debt, abused and traumatized. Trongo has heard the stories told by these women, but she still wants to go to Dubai. On the way there, she can stay with her aunt in Addis Ababa.
ብዙ ሰዎች ከኛም ጋር ምናምን እየሄዱ ማለት ነው በቃ ራሳቸውን ተሻሽለው አርገው እንደገና ደግሞ ቤተሰባቸውን ተጠቅመው በጣም ተሻሽለው ነው የሚኖሩት እና እንደዛ ራሱን ተሲሉ እኔ ራሱ እዛኮ ቢሄድ ለወጣለው ብዬ አርጋለሁኝ ብዬ ወሰን
in the housework and since then has been paralyzed on one side. She only got hospital treatment because a medical association assisted her, but she remains paralyzed. After the accident, her wages were stopped. She is in complete despair. Crippled, uninsured, and absolutely destitute, she is being packed off home. Waiting for her are her children and parents, who are totally dependent on her support. The dream of a better life in Dubai has turned into a lifelong nightmare. Although the prospects of our success are remote, we continue with the search for Trungo. Again, we are given a tip. A few miles from Dubai, in the Emirate of Ajman, there are a number of placement agencies that organize the transfer of housemaids from all over the world. Perhaps someone there knows what has become of Trungo. The plan is risky because these agencies operate in a grey zone, somewhere between job recruitment and human trafficking. But they do collaborate with the state authorities. Again, we use our hidden camera. We pretend to be looking for a housemaid ourselves and search the catalogs for a photo of Trungo. But the first agency we approach specializes in Asian housemaids. The agency next door deals with Ethiopian girls, but unfortunately they have no file on Trungo. Importing a housemaid costs about 700 euros in agency fees, plus visa charges from the immigration authority. These are extremely expensive. This is how the state cashes in on the placement business. The 120 euros a month the girls earn are the smallest item on the agenda.
24 years.
Okay.
And this one, 21 years.
Okay. And how long do they stay with me?
2 years.
And if they want to go earlier, what?
If they are not finished contract 2 years, they must pay plane ticket from their salary.
Okay.
That's why they must finish 2 years contract.
Okay. And how many working hours do they have?
Something, family house.
Okay.
Family house. This house is family house.
Do you do health insurance for them or something like that? Okay. Ethiopians, do they work well?
Well, they listen.
Yes. They're afraid. Why are they afraid? They're afraid of being sent back, or?
What are they afraid? If we send back, she loses her job. So she will money. Survive her family, also her.
The next stop in our search is the Ethiopian embassy in Dubai. Again, we film with a hidden camera. We have often been told that if Ethiopian girls have trouble with their employers, the last thing they can expect is assistance from their own compatriots, although there are hundreds of such incidents every year. Instead of offering the fugitives protection or aid, the embassy cooperates with the local authorities. We decide not to conduct an official interview here. It might make us suspect. 1 block further away is a branch office of the Philippine embassy. Here we discover that things can be different. The embassy has set up an emergency hotline for Filipino girls on the run and supports them as best it can. Quite by chance, we witness such an emergency.
And I needed my money for this one now. I'm sorry.
2 housemaids have taken refuge in the embassy. Their employers are livid.
And they come how many times now? Look what's happening. Why like this? Why like this? I said, no, I need my money. One man needs for me.
The girls only work 6 weeks before they run away, so their employers want the embassy to reimburse them for the agent's
You need
fee.
madam make it cooking and give me put inside your mouth.
Mary Sinangan heads the social affairs department of the Philippine embassy.
3 cartons.
She does her best to stay calm.
What day? After me, not 1 month. Yeah.
The conflicts are always the same,
No.
and settlement is
Wait me
impossible.
and you go.
Overlong working hours, insults, beatings, and often no wages. The employers always think they're in the right.
She don't give us food. When we serve the food in the table and then they finish eating, we put in the the plate, the leftover, so we can eat. The rest only 3 hours. 5 o'clock in the morning, we wake up again. And then when she wake up, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, she's shouting again to us, "You're not good again." Before I'm fat, I'm 78 kilos. More than 1 month working her. We finished 1 month. She said, "You have no salary anymore." I really want to go back Philippines. So taking care of my kids, sir.
I think so. It's part of the culture. Because it's really different from ours. Because in our country we call our housemate kasambahay. It's like in English, it's the meaning is like a family. Like a family. So it's an extended family, like an extended family. But here we observe that they are treated as servant. They call them servant, like a slave. So they have to work so many hours, and then the food also. Sometimes 1 meal a day only. Some of the ladies complain that they only were allowed to eat 1 meal a day, in between only water and the bread. Your sponsor was
Every day, Mary Sinamgan receives distress calls. The Philippine Embassy operates an emergency accommodation facility for runaways. At present, there are 130 girls living there under one roof. They can only go home if someone gives them the money